guys, Super Vegito 99 here, and today I'm not going to do like a battle video or anything like that. Today we are going to talk about the physical, well, the super physical Super Vegito, because there's difference between Super ADL and Super Physical, am I right? Like a literally huge difference. So the beginning place to start would be, of course, their leader skills, which are on, of course, two different levels. One, the AGL one, being a 70% lead for normal AGL types, however, and then you have your physical Super Vegito here, which is your Majin Buu Saga category lead, which he gives HP and defense plus 170% and an attack plus 130%. Now, there's basically the only difference with the Spirit Sword and Spirit Sword Slash is the animation. Really, it's still the same. And then the passives are totally different, for sure. So, beginning off with the passive, you have with Vegito, with the AGL Vegitos, you pretty much was able to, any physical damage you received was minus by 70%, and you would counter. However, with this Vegito, you would, for normal attacks, you only receive, you lose 50%, but you counter. However, you gain an additional plus a 10 attack with each attack received, up to 100%. So pretty much 10 attacks equal 10 attack. But however, here's the cool part. I'm going off on an unrelated topic here. Every additional attack plus 10% with each attack received. So pretty much doesn't matter at this point. Where AGL Vegito was like, don't get supered, and then you get super and you're like, I gotta tank it. With this case, it's like, oh, okay, super me. You'll just power me up. I don't care. And then when they don't super you, it's like, oh, guess what? Counter. So pretty much this Vegito is like, I don't care if I'm supered or not. Now, the difference is, however, that the other Vegito has higher. So let me show you the AGL one and to be more precise, let's lower it down to Majin Buu. So, starting off with this Vegito here, you have pretty much their base stats. Actually, it would be easier if I just go into hidden potential to do this, because otherwise it's a little bit harder. I hope the internet doesn't mess up with me. Good. Also, by the way, LR Vegito Blue is already all duped out, by the way, guys. Alright, here he is. So, as you can tell, his base status, his HP is already over, of course, you know, already over 10,000. How it's 11,150. If we compare that to, say, it's 1,760, which is a bit less. With the attacks, they're almost the same, just that this Vegito's is lower. However, this Vegito is more defensive, with 6,085 defense compared to the AGL Vegito's 4,225, and that's without orbs, because those are the basic status guys. See, as you can tell, their leader skills are a bit different, but pretty much this is all that you see here is the difference between AGL and Fizz. Really, that is. But however, the Fizz one is more stronger in my opinion, because he gets a 10% buff each time compared to the AGL one, where of course it's like, oh, you only power up if you do 2 supers and a counter if you're lucky, if you have orbs invested and all that. Unlike him, where he's like, oh, no matter what attack it is, I'll power up. And I like that. That's one of the very few things I like about this guy, which makes him a very versatile unit on plenty of teams. However, there's only really 2 teams are going to run him on. that's going to be, of course, Potara and Majin Buu category. Now, Potara is not out yet on Global. However, you want to make sure you have this guy on your obviously, if you have him, you've got a Majin Buu category team like I do, which is right here. As you can tell, the preferred runnable experience. So what you want to do is you want to have, of course, support units like normal. So you're going to want to have, like this Vegito here, is actually very useful because he actually boosts attack and defense plus 30%. So that makes good old Vegito's here's defense even higher with a double Majin Buu category lead if he's on the same rotation. Also, that gives him an extra 30% attack that goes up to, let's see, 290% total off of that. That's with the double leads and with him buffing with the 30%. Now, in this one, I don't have on Global, I don't have Fizz Gotenks yet. However, if you don't have it, you could replace it with the Tech Gotenks. Super Saiyan 3 AGL Goku, very good unit. If you're running on JP, he's got Extreme Z Awakening, which makes him even better. If you have him on Global, make sure he's SA level 10, guys. Mine ain't because I really don't run him as much, but it's really fun running him now with the Majin Buu category lead team and all. The STR Gotenks here is really not worth it. So if you want to replace him, you can. Good ideas to replace this guy with is with the Seal Tanks, especially the Seal Tanks. You need him, literally. A stun's good, but however, not on this team. Well, a little bit of not on this team, because on every rotation you're at least gonna be running one Vegito on almost every rotation. If you don't have, of course, the two duos that the other card I'm going to talk about. And pretty much, this guy ain't going to help you out, so you're going to want the Seal Tanks, which allows you to turn those supers into zilch and just be physical attacks that will then hit your Vegito, who will then counter. Now, like I said, it still does not matter if he gets countered or not. If he does, well, if he counters or not, which means if he gets physically hit or supered. If he gets supered, hey, that's fine by me, because that's still an extra 10%, just no extra damage. And plus, you take more damage, but it doesn't matter. Really, you do basically kind of do the same thing with the AGL one, but no. But you don't gain a boost from it, which really sucks. So, the next card I'm going to talk about that would be really good for this team is the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. Now, this card is so awesome with this team, and here's why. Because pretty much, him and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku here will team up together all the time. So if you don't have, so pretty much you would have, of course, your Vegito and whoever. In this case, I would have Vegito, Super Vegito and Base Form Vegito together in every rotation. Then you would have, of course, your Super Saiyan 3 AGL Goku and your Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. That way, you're maximizing damage and tankiness at the same time. Especially if you have the, and also, that Angel Goku is so good. He is so good. Now, if you're wondering, which one are you talking about? I'm talking about the Dokkan Fest one that turned out to be really hard to pull. On that banner, I couldn't even pull anything good. I mean, sad but true, I couldn't pull anything. Hence why I don't have them. If you don't have them, then good recommendation, if you have this as well, is LR Majin Vegeta. Otherwise, replace it with as you wish. Just keep in mind that you have to follow the same patterns here. So what else is there to talk about? So pretty much, your rotations, with this team, your rotations are as follows. You're going to bring, obviously, a friend, Super Vegito lead. Your rotation's going to be as follows. The stronger Vegeta will go with the base form stronger Super Vegito will go with the base form Vegito. Then what you're going to have is the other Vegito either be with this Gotenks or that Gotenks, depending on how it's set up. Most likely you want it to be with this Gotenks because he lowers defense, and plus the 11 key super combined with an extra 30 to maybe 60% if you have additionals like mine does, even though it's a little bit, as you can tell, it's only a level 5 because I haven't pulled any dupes. So pretty much you guys want to keep it. And this team's actually really team cost efficient compared to this. This team right here took up a lot of team cost when I first built it. And note, he's only in there for one reason, and that's because he's better than the Strength Super Saiyan 3 Goku that I have. Even though he's only, level 100 compared to level 120. The only difference here is the super attack's already level 10. So pretty much, there's that. Now, is it a good idea to level up his supers? Answer? If you want to do more damage, yes. In my opinion, I would go for it. Because pretty much, if you would do multiple additionals, like I mentioned, your one attack and your one additional, of course you're going to want to focus with the hidden potential. You want to focus, of course, the combo attacks and the criticals. Because if you give him dodge, hey, that's just stupid. Because he could be dodging your own counter, the counters that you want him to. You don't want to give anybody dodge unless it's Janemba. And I'm talking about STR Janemba. Janemba, who I do not have. So pretty much this team is a very fun team to run. It's pretty much on par with the Majin Buu Saga category is pretty much on par with of course the fusion category in my opinion, because you're running some of those fusion categories, and might I add, where's the team? Might I add, your Gotenks are actually from the fusion category, and also it also combines the power of the hybrid Saiyans, because there's that too. So pretty much you got an advantage there, where you can run basically 2 hybrid Saiyans on the same team, while you run 2 Super Saiyan 3s, which fit in well with the Super Saiyan 3 category lead team when that comes out. And then you got 2 units who fit not only on the Majin Buu Saga category lead, but on the TUR team. Which is why this team makes very well good. Now, if we were to talk to it, now there is something you should know before I continue. This Vegito, this physical Vegito, on his own category lead team, he tanks like AGL Vegito. However, you do not want to put him on this kind of Vegito team right here. Bad idea. Bad idea. Here's why. Because he tanks just as much as this guy. And if you guys don't know, this guy tanks very little if you don't have enough moves in it. If you have plenty of orbs, hey, that's not an issue. That's really not an issue. And yeah, it's because of that 50% buff. It's not a lot. Your best bet is to have it on the Super 120 lead. The Super types, if you have all types on the team. Super 120 lead. So pretty much what you're gonna have is Tech Vegeta Blue. You're gonna have him, obviously. I would recommend Ink Gogeta to be his buddy. Then I would recommend, who else? This one's actually a hard one. I would recommend, because so far you're going off the basis of Super Saiyans, so that's 3 right there. ATL, you would go probably with Super Saiyan 4, no, with Tech you would go Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta as your extra, so that way not only do you have a chance, not only do you have a counter, but you have 2 different kinds of counters. Then you want to go with AGL, I would go with something good, like Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, what else? Where is it? Kaioken Goku. Why Kaioken? Probably because you're gonna want to run him to boost your Vegeta Blue. Or you could use the AGL Vegeta Blue, whatever. AGL non-Kaioken Blue Goku, whatever. And then of course, for the last one, let's see, that's Tech. I'm trying to remember. So we got Tech, we got Fizz, we got Int, we got... Oh, we're missing Strength. Best bet with Strength would be Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Otherwise, if you have the Ultimate Gohan, go ahead and use it. Because really, there's not really much you're going to do. You can't run LR Blue on it, unfortunately, because, yeah, he's Vegeta Blue. Come on. Pretty much, this guy would tank very well. From 120% on, he's very good. If you're running Super Fizz, you're obviously gonna have Fizz Go tanks in him. You're gonna have, and if your team, now depending on how your team is built, here's how it would work. So it would be Go tanks and Super Vegito on one rotation, and if you do have, of course, LR Trunks, by the way, you're gonna be running, I think, hold on, let me show you. I have an empty team here. I cheat and do this. Get rid of the category. You're gonna want to run, if you have your LR Trunks, you're gonna run this guy here. So I actually added him in, didn't want to do that, but okay. Who, might I add, is very good for linking up with him. Get him Dokkan if you can, if you have him Dokkan. Me, I missed the event, not just once but twice, so pretty much I'm horrible at missing these events. If you're wondering why do I have this team right here, do it even exist? One reason why. It's because I've been farming for Kai Stones. I don't need to farm for Kai Stones anymore, guys. I'm done. The duping is already done, so we're good there. All we have to do now is get all the medals. 100 freaking medals. And at least I have this team to help me out with it, because there's a lot of stuff to do. To get all those medals, we need up to 100. And I'm only at 19. That's not a lot. And what I'm going... So pretty much, if you guys do find that video, or when it does come out, you guys are going to be like, oh, wow. However, there is one other thing I want to do before then, and that involves... Where is it? Since of course we have only technically 2 LRs, well actually 3 if you count the LR Piccolo here, that are never going to Dokkan it seems. The whole point is we're gonna get this guy rainbowed. So when I do the video on the LR Blue, by the way, this guy is going to be I'm going to rainbow him, I'm going to LR him, and then I'm going to showcase him. Now, would it be wise to run Fizz Vegito on this team? Answer, might not. He's 70%, so he's technically like your LR, he's just like your physical Broly. Who, might I add, is just, yeah, no. I don't think it would be enough. Like I said, preferably you want to go with your good old... with your good old, like I mentioned, LR. Well, anything after 120. If you want to go 90%, maybe you might get away with it. However, that is today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, having a great time, as always, and I will see you guys later. Oh, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you saw here today. And also, don't forget to turn on notifications. See ya!